Hello, this is Sarah Hardy at the University of Maine at Farmington, and this video is a follow-up to my video on using R and Rcmdr to do regression. So where I'm starting in this video is with Enjoy Math data set already selected. A scatterplot has already been done of the data, and a regression model has already been done. So now what I want to do is say, well, let's suppose I want to predict the math score for a country that has a Enjoy Math percentage of 50. Okay? So there's no easy way to do this with Rcmdr. So we're going to have to actually type in the commands. So I should probably tell you at this point that this script file, unlike my other videos, is on the website, so you can download that to look at it more closely later. Okay, so what I need to start with is, first of all, to tell it what value I want to predict for. So I'm going to call this new, and I'm going to put it in an object that Rcmdr and R call a data frame. And in that data frame, I'm going to say, well, I have the value Enjoy Math percent equals 50. This name right here has to match the name of your explanatory variable. It will not work if it doesn't match exactly. Okay, so the predict command is predict.lm. And the first argument is whatever you have for your regression model. And this is regression model 1 for me, but if you've done more, it could be regression model 1 or 2 or 3, etc. The next argument is whatever value you want to predict for, and so I've put that in a data frame called new. It could be called something else if you would have called it something else. Okay. And then I need to tell it what kind of interval I want. So I'm going to start with a confidence interval. Okay. And now I'm going to highlight and submit both of these lines. Okay? And so now it tells me, well, my predicted value, if Enjoy Math percent equals 50, is 422.4. And my confidence interval around the line, okay, so this is like a confidence interval for the mean, it is 398.3 to 446.4. So this is saying where I'm 95% confident that the line itself is. Okay, well, we know that then those points are normally spread out around that center point where the mean is. So we can also do a prediction interval that gives us the span of where we think that the point might fall. And so what I'm going to do here is just do a little cut and paste, because it's the same command, and all I'm going to change is confidence to prediction. And now I'm going to submit this line, and now we get the predicted value. So you can see this goes from 366.4 to 378.3. So next, how do we draw those nice lines on our graph? Well, first of all, I'm just going to quickly do a little check of my data. I'm going to do a summary of my active data set. Okay. And from this, remember we added a couple variables, but from this I can see that my Enjoy Math percent goes from 6 to 65. So I want to span that range of data. So I'm going to create another data frame to predict for. But now instead of just one point, what I want is a sequence of points. And the sequence function takes 3 arguments. The first one is where you want to start. The next one is where you want to end. So I want to go from 6 to 65. And then the third one is what increments do you want to go in. So I'm going to go in increments of 1. And note that these are whole numbers, but they don't have to be whole numbers. You know, this could have been like, 6.2 to 10.4, in increments of 0.2. So it just so happens that we have whole numbers in this data set. So that's why I'm using whole numbers. Okay, well, now I'm just going to go up here and paste those in again. In fact, before I do, maybe I will, let's submit this. And now let's submit those two. Okay, so notice what we actually get here is big, long vectors of our predicted values and our intervals. So there's 1 for each value in this sequence. Okay, so how do I plot those? I want to add those to our plot. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to have to put these in a named object. So I'm going to call this one CI for confidence interval, and this one PI for prediction interval. So I'm just going to run those again. Okay. And now I want to add those to my plot. Okay, so the command to add these lines is mat lines, or matrix of lines. Okay, this is a fancier version of a command that's just lines that adds 1 line at a time. This is going to add multiple lines for us. And okay, so the first argument here is your x variable. So my x variable is this new variable here, or new object, and the variable is enjoy math %. Okay, as we talked about last time, the data object or data set is right here, and that's new $, and then the actual variable name. Okay, and confidence interval, I only want the second 2 columns in these things. Okay, the first column is the fit, which is the actual line which we already have plotted. Okay, so to select 2 columns, I'm going to do comma 2:3. Okay, and now to be fancy, I want to give it a different line type. Okay, so line type is LTY equals, and I'm going to say 2. And I also want to make it a different color. Now there's actually over 600 available colors in R. So I'm going, what color is just COL. Color does not work. So COL equals blue. Okay. And submit that. Okay. And so here it added the confidence bands around my regression line, and now I want to add in the prediction bands. So again, you can take shortcuts by cutting and pasting, So this time I want the prediction interval instead of the confidence interval, and maybe I'll use the color. How about dark green? Okay, and so there's my prediction bands. So there's actually a list of these colors on the website, on my website, that you can click on and look at. They just range from, in fact, there's colors ranging from blanched almond to papaya whip. So you should check that out because there's all sorts of colors you can choose from. I also posted the plotting characters that I mentioned in an earlier video. Okay, so this is a short video because I think that's about it for this video. So till the next video, bye.